Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have an interesting comment to make. I'm trying to come up with a video for every day in December. It's not easy, so I'm kind of reaching here. But I had an experience the other day, many years ago, and I think 10 years ago. Somebody actually went out there and made me an OkCupid profile, and I've never deleted it, but I've always had it, and haven't really met anyone through it, but every now and again I get an email and I look through the people just for the sake of doing so. And one of the interesting profiles that stood out to me about a week ago was I believe she was ethnically Chinese, spoke Chinese, and living in my region in California here, not terribly far from me, but she happened to be a bikini model. Yeah, I mean, she's like, yeah, I've been doing bikini modeling for about 10 years. Like, so why is it you need help finding a man? That's my question. Why do you need help finding a man if you're that hot that you can be a bikini model? That's the thing. The problem with the online dating scene is you look at women and you think, well, she is not very attractive and she does not seem to have the greatest personality, so I understand why she's here. Then you've got well, she's really hot. What's she doing here? Let me read the profile. Well, I can't find anything. What am I not seeing? There are, of course, some profiles that flatly come up with, yes, she's married and looking for polyamory, or something of that nature, looking to be polygamous. But, you know, this is the problem with online dating, is the good ones you go, why are they single? And the bad ones you go, well, okay, I understand why you're here, and I wouldn't go after you in real life. So it's always the problem. Always a problem with the online dating thing. Now again, to be flatly honest with you, I don't have trouble meeting women. I have trouble having time to have relationships because, you know, normally I'm working myself to death, and when I'm working myself to death, I'm doing so because I'm trying to afford something. And once you afford that thing, you find the next thing you need, and you try to work yourself to death for that. There's not a lot of free time in there. I mean, you know, if I sat down at my computer desk right now and didn't get up till I had all the work I intended to do finished, I would probably sit there for 500-600 hours. And then if I sat down at my drafting desk, where I do all of my drawings, I could sit down at that drafting desk for easily 2,000 hours. You know, that's not counting the amount of work I would generate for myself if I sat at the computer desk for 500 hours. So there's that. And then, you know, if I entered this room and said I'm not going to leave till I did all the work that I've planned for myself, well, I could count all the books I have to read in this room, and there's easily 10,000 hours worth of reading in this room alone, because it's stacked with books everywhere. So yeah, I lead something of a full but lonely life at the moment, and if I were more affluent, I guess I would work less at work and do more at home and then get more stuff done. But, you know, I'm working on it. So yeah, that's my general rant for the day. When you see a good woman on a dating site, you got to ask yourself, what's going on here? But that's just my opinion. Why don't you tell me, have you ever been on a dating site and found a good woman? I'd like to know. I'm Richard.